Many learners come and tell me, "Teacher, I want to practice English with people, but I don't know anyone to practice with." As an English language teacher, I know that it's a big problem for many of you that you know English, at least you manage to talk, but you don't know how to start a conversation with a stranger or a person you have met recently. I mean, you have learned number of new English words, you have attended grammar classes, or you have learned grammar online. You want to practice English with people, but you are hesitant. I mean, you're not familiar with any words or phrases to start a conversation, or maybe you know good English, but you don't know any techniques to start a conversation with people. Don't worry, that's why I'm here. Hello, I'm your English teacher Suresh. Today we will explore some wonderful ways to start a conversation. There is a saying that goes like this: well begun is half done, which means if you start off any work well, consider half the work is over. So starting a conversation or something well is extremely important. We never know, this simple conversation may lead to a great business deal or finding a best friend or even a life partner. So let's dive into the great conversation starters. Number one is my favorite, and a stranger would love to hear that. Suresh, don't beat around the bush. Get to the point. Look at the person around you and find something good the person is wearing, and give a compliment about the thing the person is wearing. Like, for example, "Hey, it's a nice watch. Where did you buy it?" "Hey, I like the earrings you're wearing. Where did you get them?" You may find something interesting like this. I'm sure the other person would love to talk to you because you have started off the conversation with a compliment about that person. I mean, tell me how many people would hate to receive compliments? That's why I told you it's my favorite. I just want you to try it now. Just pause the video and give a compliment to a person around you. If the person is an acquaintance, he or she will like you more than what they are doing right now. If the person around you is a stranger, I'm absolutely sure you have started a great conversation. Let me know in the comment section how this went if you have tried it. One caution of advice: be genuine in your compliment. Don't fake your compliment. Imagine a person had stains on his shirt. You told him, "Nice shirt." He would definitely think you are being sarcastic. Let's go to the second one. Where are you originally from? It's a great way to begin the conversation. I mean, once the person says where he or she is from, you can get to know many things about that place. I bet your conversation will never end. After the person says the place, some follow-up questions are: how's the weather there? What festivals do you celebrate? How do most people travel there? Ask them what big differences are between the place they live and their hometown. This would be exciting if the person is from another state, or more exciting if he or she happens to be a foreigner. You may ask me, "Teacher Suresh, what if he or she is from the same region or the same city or the same location where you are living?" Well, start talking about famous people in the same area. Like, for example, I live in Bangalore. If I happen to meet someone from here, I would say I'm still not able to come to terms with the death of Puneet Rajkumar. He was such a humble actor and philanthropist. Here, you need to understand there is no one who hates him. Whole of the state is in love with him. Everybody would love to talk about him. So that's a common thread you need to find to start a conversation. I would love to say one thing here. I love you, Puneet sir. We are deeply saddened by your sudden demise. You will always be loved. Now, it's time for number 3. This question is relevant when the weekend is nearing, Thursday or Friday, and you can ask it to a person you've met recently in a class, gym, or at work. Ask the person, what's your plan for the weekend? It's another great conversation starter. You will get to know what people usually do on weekends there. If there are concerts, parties, any other events, maybe you will end up getting invited by the person to a party or a trip if you are lucky. Try it. If not, at least you will have a great conversation. Now it's time for number 4. It is related to number 3. Now you have finished the weekend, you are back at work or school, you can ask, how was your weekend? If they say it was great, you may ask follow-up questions. What did you do? Where did you go? If the person says the weekend was horrible, you may ask, oh, what happened? If the person is not willing to share any details about the bad weekend, you may stop there. Understand the cues from their faces. You don't want to hear the person say, mind your business. By the way, we have to use past tense here to talk about previous weekend. If you're not sure about how to ask questions about past, you may check this video. You can learn everything about past, affirmative sentences, negative sentences, yes/no questions, WH questions, and some practice exercise. The final one is asking for a favor. Even if you don't need a favor, you can ask for it. Like for example, you see a person next to you in a hospital. You want to start a conversation, so you just see that person has a pen. You can ask him, could I borrow your pen for a moment? I'm sure nobody would refuse. Once you finish using the pen, you have just finished pretending to use the pen, you may use the first technique. It's a nice pen. Trust me, you have started a good conversation. You may say, teacher, why should we fake ourselves to ask for a favor? Isn't it wrong? It's not faking yourself. You are using a strategy in communication. Just be careful while asking for a favor. It shouldn't be too obvious that you are faking it. Like for example, you can't ask for a pen when you have 2 pens in your pocket and they are clearly visible. Go ahead and try it. So that's it. That is the end of the video. Let me know which technique you found to be most useful. Thank you for watching. I'm your English teacher Suresh.